Detective Conan is one of the most beloved manga and anime series in history. Not only does it succeed in building captivating plots, but also thrilling and logical cases. Sometimes not so logical. However, for me, Aoyama succeeds more in another aspect. That is building and introducing a vast number of characters. And it keeps growing, yet Conan fans can remember almost all of them. I mean, it's amazing that even though all the characters look the same, with just a slight change in hairstyle, fans can still recognize the characters. The difference is certainly created by the distinct personalities of each character. Among them, the supporting characters are even more attractive than many of the main characters, like the FBI, Black Organization, or Sonoko? Why Sonoko? What special role does Ran's silly and disruptive friend play in the series? Or is she just a comic relief? Hello, dreamers. Welcome back to the Theory Hub, where we talk to you about things that probably won't happen, but at least it's interesting. I'm Lander, and today we're going to explore the hypothesis. Is Vermouth the mother of Haibara and Sonoko? Let's find out right now. The latest revelations in Conan have given us the information we have always been waiting for. That is the true identity of the boss of the Black Organization, who is none other than the richest billionaire in history, Karasuma, a character believed to have been dead for a long time. The reason is currently believed to be due to a drug created by the Miyano family, which can infinitely prolong life and prevent the user from dying of old age. Karasuma was first known as the owner of the Gold Mansion. A billionaire like that certainly has his own plans behind the scenes, and especially has many connections to the main characters. But before Karasuma was revealed, when you think of wealth in Conan, who comes to mind? Isn't it Sonoko and her family? Although we know that Sonoko's family is very wealthy, we have never been confirmed about what the main business of her family is. Furthermore, with such a huge fortune, what are Sonoko's parents really like? In one episode, these two characters were briefly introduced to the readers, but not in depth. Sonoko's mother is a woman with short black hair and a mole under her eye, named Tomoko Suzuki. Her husband, also Sonoko's father, is a chubby man with slicked back hair and a mustache, named Shiro Suzuki. These two characters do not seem to have anything outstanding, and they don't even resemble their daughter at all. Why is that? So who does Sonoko look like? By now you might be getting a vague idea of where this theory is heading, right? Sonoko is famous for being a character whose beauty is sealed by her hairstyle. Every time Sonoko takes off the white headband, her beauty level rises. Once, she decided to try a new hairstyle that, coincidentally, looks exactly like Haibara's hair when in adult form. She was even mistaken by Jin for Haibara, and was almost killed by the Black Organization. Setting Haibara as the midpoint, there is another character who is said to look very similar to Haibara, and that is Vermouth. Vermouth is one of the most alluring female characters in Detective Conan, and also one of the characters who looks most like Haibara. Vermouth's identity has not been revealed too much. We only know that she's a woman of considerable age, but maintains the appearance of a woman in her mid-20s to mid-30s. Meanwhile, Haibara's parents are the Miyanos, who started the APTX 4869 project. One confusing thing about Haibara's family reveal is that Haibara doesn't even look like any member of her family. Even Haibara's hair color does not resemble that of her father, mother, or even her sister. In the previous theory, it could be said that because she was raised in a lab, Haibara was nurtured by the Miyanos and formed a family with them. But in truth, Haibara is a clone. In this theory, we propose that Vermouth and Karasuma are a couple, as the available information suggests, that their relationship is quite complex. Vermouth is a character called the boss's favorite woman by other Black Organization members, yet she does not seem to enjoy that status. On the other hand, the boss Karasuma shows many signs of pampering and favoring Vermouth. Considering the timeline, for someone like Karasuma, who has lived for over a century, only an ageless woman like Vermouth would be suitable to be his partner, right? The issue here is gradually being revealed. Sonoko, Haibara, and Vermouth coincidentally have strikingly similar appearances. Vermouth is the lover of the richest billionaire in history. Sonoko is the daughter of a leading tycoon family seen in Conan. Does this make you see a connection? Are Shiro Suzuki and Ayako Suzuki really Sonoko's biological parents? Let's draw some conclusions from the details above. Karasuma and Vermouth were lovers and had a child together. However, in the world of crime, children are a vulnerability. So, to protect their daughter, they decided to set up a fake family for their daughter, Sonoko. Ayako and Shiro were an infertile couple, hired by Karasuma behind the scenes to be Sonoko's parents. They were provided with money and given a fake identity as tycoons, giving Sonoko a dream-like, wealthy life. With her naivety, Sonoko naturally did not notice any oddities, partly due to the meticulous arrangements by Karasuma and Vermouth. As a master of disguise, Vermouth could easily disguise herself as Ayako Suzuki and visit her daughter whenever she wanted. Meanwhile, in the Black Organization's laboratory, the human cloning project was also set up in parallel. Worried that their daughter might be in danger in the future, Karasuma secretly took his daughter's DNA and had the Miyano family research it, successfully creating the first clone of Sonoko, who is Shiho Miyano, or Ai Haibara now. That explains why Sonoko and Haibara look so alike. Knowing Karasuma had cloned their daughter, Vermouth was furious and harbored deep hatred for Haibara after the Miyano family was eliminated, and Haibara became a traitor. Vermouth now had a legitimate reason to hunt Haibara. However, since Haibara looks so much like her daughter Sonoko, Vermouth often had to let Haibara escape. In long-running series like Conan, the final boss often hides behind a silly persona and stays close to the main characters. So, what can Sonoko do in the final chapters of Detective Conan with her identity as the daughter of the Black Organization's boss and assassin, Vermouth? Is her silly and naive demeanor just a facade? Perhaps we will have to wait for Aoyama to reveal the answer. And that's our entire theory about, is Vermouth the mother of Haibara and Sonoko? Don't forget to suggest to the Theory Hub about the topic we should do next. And I'm Lander, wishing you all a happy day.